area stuff that we don't want to, you don't want to mess it up. I'm going to import that in here, and sometimes it doesn't work properly, so there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to have at the top I'm going to have a sort of, our own custom header. So I'm actually going to have a bit of text here saying select a ride. So let's go ahead and say select a ride. Okay, and this will be centered, and then we're also going to go ahead and center this out. So I'm going to say style, so do tailwind, backtick, text, center. Okay, padding Y 5, and text should be extra large. Okay, dope. Oh, nice, dude. Thank you so much, Storytime Web Design. $5 donation. Just signed up for the Skillshare class. Thanks for putting this content out this time. Appreciate it. Massive thank you for that. And if anyone else wants free React Basics 101, second link in the description. Go and enjoy it right now for free. Right? It's going to help you out. And I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much for that donation. Alright. So let's do this. Boom. Save. Okay, tailwind. Hey, it comes through. Nice. Right, so you can see selector, right? So if I do London, UK, boom. We're in London. We say, let's just say Scotland, UK. Okay, select the right. Nice. We're on this screen now. Now as you can see that there's a slight background difference, white and grey. So I'm going to go ahead and change that as well. So here for safe area view, I'm going to say style should be tailwind, back UG white, select scroll. Okay, and then now you can see that should, and just to prove, let's do 500. And there you go. There it is. Right. I'm gonna get paranoid about stuff. I like to make it look perfect. Right. So we got that. Now we're gonna do 1.8K done. Oh my goodness! It changed a little bit. Oh my god, that's insane. That is insane. Jay, if you're watching right now, holy. Oh wow. Let's carry on. Okay. So safe. Right. Select right. So I'm going to go ahead and we have the text up here. And I'm going to surround this actually in a view. I'm going to move this into a view. Because on this one, I'm actually going to have a touchable button. So I'm going to say touchable opacity. And this is going to be a button with an icon inside of it, which is going to be like a back sort of carrot. Right, so it's going to have a back button which is going to navigate back, right? So a touchable opacity, and that's going to have an icon inside of it. The icon is going to be chevron left from front awesome, so we just pop that in like so. Okay, and now you can see, and thank you. KGF, I just had a 3-hour call with a call center regarding website, and honestly think you're better than development than the whole team. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. I think we can hit 2,000 likes today. I really genuinely think we can hit 2,000 likes today. Guys, if you think we can do that, that would blow my damn mind. So let's do this, right? So at the top, I need my navigate, because you see we've got this nice little kind of carousel there. But I want it to, carrot. But I want this to kind of look a bit nicer. So this view should actually be styled out. Now, the way I need to do this is we have the icon, we have select a ride, and right now actually what I might do here is I might absolute position this, because I don't want to shift anything around, but I always want it in that spot. So what I'm going to do is for this touchable opacity, I'm going to say style equals tailwind, and I'm going to do absolute positioning, I think. So I'm going to do absolute, I'll say top should be 3, and I'm going to go ahead and say left should be 5. Let's hit save, and you can see. Let's wait for it to move. Touchable opacity style, absolute. Oh, oops, there we go, I messed that up. So it should be tailwind. Tailwind, there we go. And now you see it moves over a little bit. Nice. And then I'll do padding of 3, and I'll do rounded 4, because I don't know, yeah, I do want something there eventually. But when I click it, right, when I click this out, I actually want this to be, I want it to take me back, right? So in order to do that, what I do is I say on press, okay? So what I do is I say on press, and then I go ahead and say an arrow function, and I do navigation. So I know to do navigation, I need my navigate object. So navigation equals use navigation. And then here I'll go ahead and say this. And I can say navigation dot And then here you can do can go back and all sorts of other stuff. In this case, what I'm going to do is very clever actually. If you do navigate to the previous card, it will handle it for you. So I'll say navigate, and then we're actually going to go back to the navigate card. So check this out. Now I can either swipe back or I can click this. And right now, why is it not clickable? Let's have a look. Absolute top left 3, blah blah blah, padding down 4. Okay. And then we've got touchable opacity, BG flex grow, touchable opacity. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay, there we go. So weird little fix there actually. I had a so it's a weird one. If you add it, if you don't have these curly braces, oh no, it was there, it wasn't nice. You don't need that. Yeah, it was just a bit stuck. Okay, so now you can see I can click a little, so we've got our own custom header here. So you see, you can do it that way as well, right? Several ways of, you know, fixing issues. Okay, so we need to render a list of cars that you can potentially, you know, access and all that stuff. So how do I do that? Okay. Dun, dun. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and say for the flat list. So I'm going to actually have a flat list underneath now. So underneath select the ride. So underneath this view, I'm actually going to have a flat list. I'm going to import it. And this is self-closed component. So similar to the exact flat list that we have used before. And here I'm going to say constant data equals. I'm going to have my sort of, you know, data above. Let's chuck this over here. So this data is going to be UberX. So you see each one has a different ID, right? IDs just need to be unique. In this case, I have UberX 1, 2, 3, UberXL 4, 5, 6, UberLux 7, 8, 9. The title of each that's going to show UberX, UberXL, UberLux. The multiplier, this is going to be the cost multiplier. So for an UberX, it's going to be the normal cost. For an UberXL, it's going to be 1.2 times the cost. For an UberLux, it's going to be 1.75 because it costs more to get a luxury car, right? And then each of the images, I've gone ahead and saved you a bit of hassle, and you can go ahead and use that. Okay. So at this point, we've got the data. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the data through for the flat list. So we're going to say the data is here. Okay. And how do we actually render this data out? Okay. So I can have the key extractor firstly because we want to get our keys. And we're going to say the item ID is going to be the keys. Okay. And then for the rendering, this is where we say render item. And then for each one, remember we get the narrow function where we return, hence the parentheses, and we destruct an item. And that item is going to be, you know, each of the things in that list. And then inside of here, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and say a touchable. This is a bit where you've got to pay attention. It's going to be a touchable opacity firstly. So touchable opacity. And this, I'm just going to go ahead and say text for now and say car. So now you can see like 3 cars I'm rendered out on the screen. So we know something's working at this point. That's what I would say you should do. Right, we're close to 1.9k likes as well, guys. Smash the thumbs up if you're still watching. Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this. Keep on going. We're so close to the end now, okay? So we've got the car. Okay, obviously I don't want to just play the car, I want to have an image firstly. So for the image, we've used an image before, so I'm going to go ahead and save us a little bit of time, pop an image in here, and the style is going to be a width and a height of 100, the resize is going to be contained to keep the aspect ratio, and the source is going to be the image of the item. Now I don't want to do item.image, so I'm going to destructure the item here, we'll say ID, title, multiplier, image, right? And if you are destructuring, but you still want the item, you can actually get the item still like that. So many of you may not know that trick, but you can still get the item if you do that. Okay, so you can destructure all the properties but still get the item. And for the image component, I'm actually going to import that from React. There we go. And let's go ahead and go from London to Scotland. Okay, and there you go. Got my cars. Nice. That looks pretty sick, right? Nice. This is looking good, guys. Looking good. We're almost at 1.9k likes. That is insane. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we've got these image tags, and then I'm going to have the actual sort of title. So UberX, UberXL, UberLux, and so forth. So at this point, I'm going to have a view, and this view is going to have the text. So I'm going to have. So I'm going to show you a little Emmet trick. Rather than saying that, I can say view with text times by 2. And we get the Little nice little snippet. And I'm going to say the title should go in here. Title should go in here. And then here, I just want to have, let's just say travel time, ... So we're going to estimate that afterwards. So we're going to have UberX, travel time, and here's a scrollable list. Okay. So for this view,